Hey everybody, Kyrie091 hanging out with you today. And I just logged in and headed over to my farm and I was promptly greeted by a creeper. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to fill in this hole here and replant some of my crops. So as soon as I'm done doing that, I'll be right back with you. And we will get started doing some cool stuff today. I got big plans today. Hopefully we can get to all of it. Alright, so today I'd really like to get a jetpack made. But we will just have to see if I can get around to doing that. First, I'm going to need to go get some more iron. So I'm going to go mining for a bit. I'm not going to mine in my little mine down there. There's some ravines that I discovered while exploring. And as I recall, there's a fair bit of iron ore on the sides of those ravines. So I'm going to head over there. And I'm going to see if I can bring back some iron ore. And we will process it up, get some ingots, and hopefully get underway and get a jetpack built. Alright, I'll be back with you once there's something to show you. Alright, I'm over here by this desert that I found a while ago, where I got the cactus from. And I happened to stumble across, first of all, a pretty neat cave. I'm going to head down there. I've already put a torch in there. And I found this guy. This here is a dryad. They're added by Ars Magica 2. And they're pretty cool. They just kind of walk around your farm and bone meal things for you. So if you can lure one to your base, they'll follow you around if you're carrying a sapling. Oh boy, Hecate. This is an enemy added by Ars Magica 2, and they pack a punch. Oh goodness. Alright, I got him. They hit pretty hard. I'm wearing armor, so it wasn't too bad. But, ooh, some Certus quartz right on. Anyway, so yeah, dryads will be lured by saplings, sort of like how you lure cows with wheat. And if you get them to your base, they will walk around just bone mealing your crops for you. So they're pretty nice guys to have around. I'm going to go ahead and just mine for a bit here, and I will meet you back at the base. Alright, I'm on my way back right now from a pretty successful little mining trip. Got a lot of iron, got a fair bit of tin, and all this other stuff. I'll see you back at the base. Alright, I'm dropping back in real quick to tell you about this. Found a mallowberry bush. I guess I can throw away the dirt here. And I'll pick up the bush. Did I get it? Yes, I did. I'll grab this one too. Alright, bushes. The berry bushes are added by Natura. And they're actually a really good food source if you combine all the different types of berries. So now I have mallowberries. If I can get some other kinds, I'll be all set. I also wanted to show you this over here. Let me torch up a little bit here. This little pool right here, this is added by Ars Magica, and this is the little pool of essence. I'll show you what that's all about, maybe in the next episode. If not the next one, then maybe the one after that. Not too far in the future. We'll get started doing some Ars Magica. Anyway, I will see you back at the base. As you can see, we're almost there. And when we built these thermal expansion machines, I may have done a poor job of explaining exactly what's going on here, so I'll show you real quick. When we put anything into the item hopper, let's put the lead. Why not? And then right behind the lead, we'll put the iron. So as you can see, when we open up the pulverizer, the hopper is feeding into the top of the pulverizer. The pulverizer pulverizes the lead and sends it into either of these two redstone furnaces. After the furnace is done cooking it up, you'll be able to watch the lead flowing through the back there into the chest. So and as soon as it cooks this last piece of lead, the iron starts to flow in from the hopper. So basically what we can do here is just drop off all of our pulverizable ores into this hopper, and it'll automatically cook it all up for us and deposit it into this chest right here. That's a little bit easier than dealing with grinding it all manually. I'll go ahead and throw this copper in there too, since I have it ready to go. I may need to turn the engines on here, the dynamos, I'm sorry. They used to be called engines. Alright, so we'll do that. One of them looks like it needs coal. I actually brought back a whole bunch of coal from that mining trip, so let's grab some of that coal. I'll bring back 2 stacks with me. And we should be able to fill up these dynamos real good, so they'll continue working. You can see this last one is not lit up, because it does not have coal. So we'll put a stack in there, and we'll put a half a stack in these two guys, and they should be good for a while now. Keep those machines running for us there. So now, you should see the iron slowly increasing every time the redstone furnace is finished smelting a piece of iron, it's going to pop up in this chest. So that number is going to increase pretty significantly. Alright, I'll be back with you once we're done smelting down all this ore. Alright, that furnace is still hard at work here. So while it's finishing up, let's go ahead and get to work ourselves. We're going to put some sticks just like that, and we'll put some ingots just like this, and we get ourselves a forge hammer. What can we do with the forge hammer? Well, the forge hammer lets us make plates. We're going to need a lot of iron plates. So I'm just going to go ahead and smack a bunch of these with that hammer. Turn them all into iron plates real quick. Let's get the hammer out of there, and if we do 2 iron ingots and a few plates, we get the cutter. Okay, so let's get started here and see what we can do with this stuff. Grab some tin ingots, and the first thing we're going to need is a generator. How do we make a generator? We need an iron furnace as part of it. I happen to have a regular vanilla furnace here, and we just put some iron plates, like so. We get an iron furnace. What do we need to do next? We're going to need some iron plates across the middle. Ignore this one down here. This is a bug of some kind. And we're going to need a RE battery up top. How do you make an RE battery? You need tin item casing, insulated tin cable, and redstone. Well, let's make some insulated tin cable. To make that, we're going to need some rubber to insulate the cable with. Just so happens I have some raw rubber here. What kind of berries are those? Oh, mallow From the MFR rubber trees that we've been cutting down over there. I have some raw rubber, and if I put it into the furnace, it's going to cook up, and we will get rubber bars from it. We're going to let that cook up, and then we'll be right back. You know, while that rubber's cooking, there's no reason why we can't get started here. So first, we're going to need quite a few tin plates. Let's just make them all into tin plates. We're going to need some tin cable for the top of it, the insulated tin cable. To make that, we just put a tin plate and a cutter, and we get some tin cable. To insulate that, we're going to use the rubber here. So let's go do that. We almost have enough rubber. I think we need 4 pieces, but I'm not totally sure. So let's grab the rubber bar out of there, and we'll go like this. We'll place that in there. We got some insulated tin cable. Let's get one more. Where's the tin plate? There it is. And put that up there. Insulated tin cable. Alright, so what else do we need for the RE battery? We need some tin item casing. Well, that's made by hammering tin plates again. I happen to know that we're going to need not just the one RE battery, but we're going to need a total of 4, I believe. That's why I made 4 of those. Each one requires 4 tin item casing, so we're going to need to get... That's enough for 1 battery. That's enough for 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we got enough stuff there to make our batteries. We can probably go do that now. Let's go turn all this into batteries. We're going to need some redstone. Got a fair bit of that, thankfully. Alright, now we should be able to shift-click the recipe up there. Let's try that out. There it is. We got 4 RE batteries ready to go. Okay, so let's make our generator. Shift-click the recipe up there. I don't know, it didn't work for some reason, but that's okay. Iron furnace with iron plates and an RE battery. There's our generator. The next thing we're going to need is a bat box. So let's look up how to make a bat box. Well, we're going to need some RE batteries across the middle, some planks, and a insulated tin cable. What do we got in the way of planks? I guess we'll just... Yeah, well, you know what? We have a lot of eucalyptus. We'll use eucalyptus planks. No reason not to. Alright. We'll just turn all that into planks, and we'll go like this. Oh, you know what? We need one more insulated tin cable, don't we? Well, good thing we have plenty of rubber bars cooking up over here, so let's just go ahead and grab some rubber out of there. And we'll take some of that tin cable, and we'll go ahead and throw some insulation on it, get some insulated tin cable. Now we should be able to make the bat box. We'll put that right there, planks just like this, and we'll put RE batteries across the middle. There's our bat box. Alright, so where can we put this? Well, we'll put it... I'm not going to do too much IC2 because honestly I don't like the direction that it's taken. It's just become more tedious than beneficial anymore. So don't expect to see too much IC2 stuff out of me. Now we have a generator and a bat box. If we throw some coal into the generator, it will burn up the coal to power up the bat box. The bat box is just what it sounds like it is. It's a storage place for IC2 energy. The generator generates the energy, and it'll store it right here in this bat box. Why do we need a bat box? Because we're going to use it. We're going to use the bat box to charge up our jetpack once we get it. So let's look up the recipe for jetpack and see what we're going to need. We want to make the electric jetpack. We're going to need to make, oh goodness, another bat box. So let's get started on that right now. Alright, I got the other bat box made. Next we're going to need, oops, that's not the thing I want. Next we're going to need some copper wiring. So we'll use our forge hammer here. Looks like we broke the hammer. That's okay. And we'll cut up some copper wires. That should be enough. And we will put some insulation on them with our rubber bars. Now we need to make an electronic circuit. That's an iron plate in the middle with copper cable on the top and bottom, and a little bit of redstone on either side. There's our electronic circuit. Now, you're going to make a lot of electronic circuits, but for this particular recipe, we need to turn that electronic circuit into an advanced circuit. Here's how we do that. We're going to put redstone in the four corners, oops, and then we're going to put glowstone and lapis around it, and we got an advanced circuit. So now, let's take a look at our jetpack recipe. Iron item casing. So we need to take some of our iron plates. Oh goodness, we don't have a forge hammer, do we? Well, we'll make another one real quick. We got some planks right here. And then we'll go in here and make a new forge hammer, because they break pretty quickly. You're going to make a lot of these hammers at first. There's an IC2 machine that basically hammers stuff out for you so that you don't have to do it. I don't know if I'll even bother making that, because I'm not going to do too much IC2, like I said. Alright, so the iron item casing. Underneath that goes glowstone with the bat box in the middle, and the advanced circuit up on top, and boom, electric jetpack ready to go. Let's head over here to our bat box, which is just about full of energy, and we're going to use that energy in the bat box to fill up our electric jetpack. You can see it filling up right now. I'll be right back with you once the jetpack is full. Alrighty, so looks like the jetpack is full, and the bat box is filling back up with energy from the generator, and that's good. Let's go outside and try this bad boy out. Woo! Look at that. Alright, we gotta find the we gotta find the mode switch key. I'm gonna end up hurting myself with this thing. So let's see. Options, controls. We're looking for the IC2 mode switch key. There it is. Okay. It's the multiply key on the number pad for me. Alright. And now it says hover mode enabled. So no longer will the jetpack rocket me into the air and send me back down just as fast. Now I can lightly hover over stuff, and this zombie down here can't reach me. So, now that we have a jetpack with hover mode on it, that actually really opens up the world for us. We can now explore all kinds of places that were kind of off limits before. We can safely travel around the nether without worrying about, falling into lava and whatnot. So this really changes a lot of the way that the game is played now that we have a jetpack. Let's see, what else is there to do today? You know what? I think, let me see if we got the materials to do it. I bet you we do. Let's look in the farming chest. Yeah, leather. And sugar cane, that'll work. That's probably enough there, so we'll just do this. Make some paper. We're going to make a regular old vanilla book. I'm going to drop all this stuff off that I'm carrying. Let's see if our machine line is still hard at work here. Looks like it finished everything that we put in there to process. So we'll turn that off and we'll head back up here. Alright, I'm going to put everything away and I will see you once I'm done with that. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on outside and see something pretty cool that we can do. I guess we could have done this before, but it's a little bit more accessible now that we can fly around. Hey skeleton, I'm not afraid of you because you can't reach me. So we're just going to head right over this way. Oh boy, look at all these guys hanging out over here. Alright, you guys. Okay, let me take care of these enemies, I'll be right back. So, when you find one of these little 2x2 pools of essence in the world, and They're not that hard to find, especially I've noticed in deserts. There seem to be a lot in deserts. And I think now they're making them bigger than 2x2, but in the mod pack I'm playing, only 2x2. Anyway, you just place an item frame on a block right above the pool, place a book in the item frame, and as you can see, I'm getting shot by a skeleton, but you can see a bunch of cool effects happening, a bunch of energy being sucked into the book. What happened? Where's my book? Well, I don't know what happened. Let's find out. Oh, did it land in the water? Well, that's really strange. Alright, let's try again. Okay, so when you got these pools, these 2x2 pools of essence, you simply place a block right above it, put an item frame, and place the book inside of the item frame. And you can see a bunch of cool effects happening as the essence gets pulled into the book. We'll just wait a moment here and let it do its thing. And now, with that cool flash you see there, the book has become the Arcane Compendium. And it says there, you have unlocked the secrets of the Arcane. And you can see now at the bottom of the screen, I now have a mana bar and a burnout bar. I'll tell you what that's all about eventually. But for now, I think it's time to wrap up. And in the next episode, we will see about building an Ars Magica 2 crafting altar. Let's take a look in the book here, and I bet you it'll tell us some cool stuff about it. Oop. We're going to build us one of these. Isn't that neat looking? So hopefully we'll get that done in the next episode. Now that we have a jetpack, we can get into all kinds of fun. Alrighty, well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Alright.